So, but by them buying them cars, turn them into my workers. So now, when he put me up on the game, right, he tells me, he said, you sell it to them. He said, they pay $2,200 an ounce. He said, you getting them for $2,000. Less than $2,000. So it turned out I'm making, every time that they get an ounce, I'm making like $300 off of his ounce.
Whoa.
So he buy 4, I make $1,200. And he buying these every other day.
You understanding the art of wholesale back then.
So they taught me to order wholesale. I ain't never wholesale nothing at this time.
Was it hard for you to grasp that, knowing you could make 9,000 off of it?
I'm a good listener. You know, one of the things I pride myself on is being able to listen. You know, most people can't listen because they want to tell you what they thinking. But I learned at an early age when wisdom is talking, listen. You know, and listen without an opinion. You know, don't go basing your opinion on what you think. But anyway, these two dudes alone, started taking care of my girlfriends, bought houses, bought cars, because they grew too. I mean, I think the last time I probably served one of them, he might have bought 75 keys. You know what I'm saying? And I never stopped making. Not as much money as I was making at first, you know, because at one time, you know, you talking about when I was selling keys at 45, I might make 12,000 profit off of one key.
Oh my
so
God.
Dude come by 20. You know what I'm saying? I just murdered him. But he loved it. He loved getting murdered. You know what I'm saying?
And you in Los Angeles at this time.
Yeah, this is when and then, you know, when you send it to like Texas, you know.
Yeah, back home, man.
Yeah. When I sent it to my cousins down in Texas, who they wound up getting like 45 years in the state. You know, I would just slaughter them, you know, and they loved it though.
You was giving them A1.
A1, and the price at that time for the market was was crazy because they getting $3,000 a zip down here.
But you could take it then and mix it with. And you take a pure,
you didn't have to mix it.
Whoa, that was your motto. You
didn't have to mix it.
Frank
You was getting
Lucas
it cheap
was like
enough.
you, yeah, but
you was getting it cheap enough. You know, if you getting it, you figure if you getting it where you can make. Say for instance, my cousins in Texas, when they started, I think I was giving it to them for like 27,000 a kilo, and I might have been getting it for like 15, 14. But now they could take it here and get 3,000 a zip. So you talking about 90,000, and that ain't even breaking it down. Then if you got like a spot where you like,
did you have spots back then? Was it
not out here?
No, I'm talking about in Los Angeles.
Oh, of course I did.
Okay, you was a smart man. Yeah, you getting the OT money and the in town.
Oh
money.
yeah, but I mean, you do it. You know, if you're gonna do it, just go all the way with it.
What started? I know. Your story is Snowfall. Snowfall is your story, you know, that they took and they put a spin on it. It's not 100%, you know.
Yeah. But the basis of it is me, you know, based in L.A., CIA involvement. I ain't really watched the show. You know, I watched one season.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can't watch it.
Damn.
It's hard for me to watch.
I know with a heart though. This is, yeah. You hit me in my pocket. It's hard for my heart to accept it. But it was pretty cool.
And you know the parts that I did watch. You know, I watched one of the seasons after John was dead, and they just was so full. You know, lines and stuff.
Oh, that threw us off there. Yeah, they hurry up, got off that shit.
Yeah, you know that kind of stuff. You know, it's just like, man, why they take our stories and do like this? You know, because my story is really American history.
Come on now.
We ain't talking about a story that ain't. My story's in the books.
It didn't need no 12B12.
You know what I'm saying? It's in the books.
Yes.
This story is gonna live. This story's gonna live forever, and for them to try to change the narrative of the story, you know, and make it like
fantasy.
It turned into the fantasy. Now nobody gonna believe that this story was ever real. And you see how they'll change history on us right in front of our own eyes. You know, they'll tell us what we saw. We really didn't see it.
Amen. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, you did a lot of time. Your name has carried a lot of weight, man. I was born in '74. I was in the game probably '84, 10, 11 years old, jumping off the porch. Your name was heavy then, man. Like here in Texas, you know what I mean? So it's like, so you know, from as far as I can remember my days in the streets, your name has been there. So I think the story is very believable. But they know Hollywood from reality. You know what I mean?
More people gonna see Hollywood. It's
ones.
More people believe that the rapper is Rick Ross than the ones that know that I'm Rick Ross.
We gonna go there. But I want to ask one question. You were up to $3 million a day at a point.
Not every day.
Not every day, but at one point that was a marker.
Sometimes.
Okay.
First, 15.
The good
days. They used
days.
to get them checks up.
Them boom boom days.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: how did you do that without no bodies?
Well, you know, when I started in the game, man, I started with $125.
Okay, take us down.
Let's get it straight, because you know, people don't believe that you can do that. But I started with $125, no fronts. Mm-hmm. Nobody wasn't fronting me nothing. They wasn't throwing me nothing. It was just like, take this $125. My boy had $125. We put it together. We flipped it. We took that $250, turned it into $900. Go back to the man, paying what we were short on getting that 8-track, and just made it grow like that. So.
But you did have one bump in the beginning when your boy introduced you to it with the 50. Can you tell us about that before you go out? That's happened to a lot of us. And me and Elliot was talking about that earlier. Like, when you learn in the game, you don't know what you're doing. I think every successful person has fumbled the ball when they first get their first pass.
Unless you got somebody that walk you through it.
There you go.
You know, if you ain't got no mentor, you really call that a mentor.
Right.
You know, if you ain't got nobody to mentor you in the game, then you're gonna run into those roadblocks, you know, those bumps in the road. And it's gonna be how you deal with those that determines how far you go. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I almost quit. I almost quit.
Was that deterring?
When he literally beat me out that 50 that my boys, and I'm like, oh shit, now I'm already fucked up. Now this other motherfucker, $50. I mean, this is my boy, right?
Right. Come on now.
But you know, when you thinking to yourself, you're like, damn, I'm fucked up right now. You know, damn, I was bad already. Now I'm really bad because I owe this motherfucker $50. I don't know where I'm gonna get it from. I can't steal cars no more.
Okay.
So you know, I kind of feel like I'm down on my luck. But the dude who got the 50, he brought Big Mouse over to the house with $100, and that really got me going again. You know, I just kept running in between because my boy that owed the 50, I feel like I'm just doing it for him because I owed him 50.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And you my boy too. So, you know, I feel good that I can put some money in your pocket. So now you ain't really hounding me until I get me a lick to come up. And it just so happened, I did it like that for about 3 or 4 weeks. And then my boy, you know, Ali, who was my boy, was in jail. So when he get out of jail, I tell him what I'm doing, and I told him what I needed. I was like, man, if I had $300, man, that's all we need is $300. He said, man, come on, man. He said, come on, start a car for me. I'm going to do everything. So that night we went out. The night he got out of jail, we went out that night that he got out of jail looking for $300.
Oh, man.
And GTA, baby. I jumped in there, barred it up, started it up. And, man, that car was hell, though. The car we got was
What kind of car was it?
It was a 2000. No, I mean, it was a 72 deuce and a quarter. Had wire and bulbs on it. Had some brand new wires and bulbs. So we knew, you know, that should be a $500 lick.
Easy.
You know? So I barred it up. I got the alarm off of it. We still couldn't get it started. So we pushed it out the driveway, and my man said, man, let's go get a tow truck. So we went and stole the tow truck. Hey, we was young, man. We was 19 years old.
Right.
We went and got a tow truck. I jumped in the tow truck, started the tow truck up. Man, he went and hooked the tow truck up to the car, put it in the garage, and the rest was history. You know, I ain't been under $300 since.
Come on, man. Even today.
Even today.
That's what's up, man.
You know?